All right, guys, it's the Black Bonsai guy, and I'm back. And I'm here to talk about my third and final tool that I use for shopping for discounted plants and trees. And that third final tool, I'll show you in the next segment of this video. But I'll just do a quick recap. Number one, I use OfferUp. It's an application that you can download. If you have Android, it's in the Play Store. If you have an iPhone, it will be in the Apple Store. But who really has iPhones, right? Everybody knows all about Android. If you got an iPhone, I don't understand why you would spend thousands of dollars to invest in a technology that only allows you to do just a little bit. Whereas if you had an Android, it really opens up the world to an endless amount of opportunities. Well, we're not going to go into detail. We're not going to pick on the iPhone people, right? So number one is OfferUp. Number two is using Facebook and going to the marketplace within Facebook. And the marketplace is basically a place where anyone who wants to sell anything that's on Facebook, they can go there and they can post their stuff that they want to sell and get it out to a bigger audience, whether it be people in their local area, or if they want to ship material, they can ship it to another place. So those are the first two. The next segment, I will talk about my third tool that I use to hunt and shop for discounted plants. But I want to do a quick update on Facebook because I found something for you guys. So with that being said, I'll be back just like that.
All right, guys, I'm back. So I was just perusing the internet, as I always do, and I came up on my search that I was looking under was bonsai, just to see if anybody had some bonsais that they were getting rid of. And I ran across this Black Nightshade is the title of the plant, and I wasn't familiar with it. And I looked it up, and it appears that this is a huckleberry plant. And I have never eaten huckleberry before. So this is definitely going to be something that I'm going to add to the collection. And this is already fruiting. It looks like it's, it's bushing out. So I'm going to go ahead and reach out to the seller and see if it's still available. I just sent them a message, see if they respond. Let me go back here to Google. I did some research for Black Nightshade Huckleberry, and there's a couple videos out there. But let me just click on this. Black Nightshade Garden Huckleberry, Petty Morale, Sunberry, blah, blah, blah. Looks like a video. I'll skip over that. Got ads popping up. But yeah, this is a plant that, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the soil pH requirements. This is out here in Tucson, so I don't expect this to be a problem. But yeah, this is a pretty good deal. Let me go back to Facebook. I mean, this is what you want to spend your money on, right? It's $20. I generally would not spend $20 on a plant this size, but this plant is fruiting. And because it's fruiting, you don't have anything to do. And one of the reasons why I would not spend $20 on a plant that size that was not fruiting is because the amount of time and labor and water that you have to sink into this plant before it starts to fruit, you might as well spend a little bit more money up front so that you can have something that's bearing fruit the same year. So this is just a quick little search that I just did. It's about 10:30 at night, and I'm using the Facebook Marketplace to get this one done. And what I'll do is I'll show you guys my third level for searching for things, which is Craigslist. And if you go to Craigslist and you click on for sale and you go down to farm and garden, you can find all types of things related to farm and garden. If you wanted to buy a rooster, right? Here's a 7-month-old rooster that you could buy for $20. This is cheaper than buying food out of the store, right? You can have your own rooster, your own alarm clock, if you will. Eventually, I'll get some chickens. I'm vegan. I don't eat meat anymore, but I still will get chickens because you can take chickens and use their poop as fertilizer. In fact, most of the fertilizer that you buy commercially contains some type of chicken poop, right? Here's a guy that's doing some tree service. So if you have a tree in your backyard that needs to be trimmed, you can reach out to this guy and he'll come and help you with your trimming. I would reach out to him to say, hey, do you have any fresh trees that you just cut down that you potentially, ran through a chipper? And I will reach out to him to see if I can get some of the wood chips from him. It's very important to make sure if you ever reach out to someone that you get a tree that didn't have any termites, hopefully a tree that didn't have any vines growing up it. Because, you can get poison ivy and poison sumac and all those things if you run across a tree that has those ivies running up it. And you don't want to bring that stuff into your backyard, right? Here's someone selling firewood. They say Tucson is supposed to have one of the coldest winters that we've seen in a while, and it's going to be bad for the plants. So you may want to bundle up on wood. More roosters, right? Looks like some hay. Desert willow trees. Desert willows are good for providing shade. I would not spend $45 on those. You can get those trees through TEP. If you are a Tucson Electric Power customer, you can get those trees for $5. Mesquite, same thing. You can get these for $5 through that program. Here's someone selling some potting soil. I have 7 large bales, 3.8 cubic feet of Sungrow Sunshine Mix. It's great potting soil. Each bale is $15, or you can have all 7 for $60. Now, see, this may be something you want to look into, right? They say right here each bale is about $40 at Home Depot, and they're selling 7 of these bales for $60. This is a good deal. I don't know about Sungrow in terms of their soil, but I definitely, this is propagation mix. Let me see. It's a pretty bad picture. Yeah, this is propagation mix. I wonder if this is solely for propagating plants. Who knows? Do the research, figure out what's inside of it, and you can always take that and make your own soil out of it. Someone has a fire pit. Jackhammer. Look at this. This is jackpot. This is bingo, lingo, right? This person is giving away free manure, free horse manure. Let's go back to another picture. Look at that. Free horse manure. This is free fertilizer. This is some of the best stuff that you can put on your plants. However, you want to make sure that the manure that you get is seasoned, if you will, and it's been sitting around for a while. If you just use fresh manure on your trees, this is what they say. You shouldn't do it because you can burn your plants. But I'm of the opinion that you can do it. But to play it safe, you want to make sure it's seasoned. But this is free horse manure, y'all. And they can deliver 1 to 10 yards for a small fee. They prefer the northwest side of Tucson, which is Marana. I mean, bingo. Right? You can't beat that. Someone is selling a horse property for sale, and this is in Picture Rocks. And I don't know. I took when I was getting trained in beekeeping, I took a class in Picture Rocks, and the lady that I took a class with, she had a property that was in Picture Rocks, and I never will forget when I got out the car and I closed the door. That was probably the first time since I was in a Boy Scouts where I did not have, I didn't hear any noise, any noise pollution. It was just peaceful out there. I mean, not a airplane flying around. You didn't hear cars rolling around. You didn't get all of that noise that you hear when you're in the city. And I stay in the foothills, and it's relatively quiet out here, but you still get some pollution, noise pollution, that is. And I always said that, it'd be cool having some land out there in Picture Rocks. And this is not bad at all. This is just 65,000. And this is 1.96 acres. And it's zone GR1. I don't know what that means. It has septic and it has a water meter installed. It's crazy. This is not too far from where I took the class. Looking at this address. Yeah, man, get you some land and raise some bees on there. That'll be cool. Let's see, goats. Somebody selling goats. Goat farm, Marana, bottle feed, Nigerian dwarf babies, $90. Now, if I had the land, I would definitely go buy me a goat just to say I got a pet goat. I mean, come on, who doesn't want goats? When I did eat meat, goat was good. Some goat chops, man, to die for. Water and wine, $10. You can get it cheaper at Walmart, but if that's close to you, it may be something you may want to do. Let's see, ducks. Man, I remember when I first moved to this house, I was thinking about getting some ducks, but I got convinced not to do it. I have 3 female Welsh ducks for sale, $10 each. The white ones in the picture, they're a little over a year old. I'm going to have to look into ducks because I don't think there'll be no problem. I give them a little shelter in the backyard, feed them some bread. In turn, they go around and I'm sure they'll eat weeds that grow and keep any bugs or anything like that down. I don't know. I got to look up some ducks, but that's $10. Come on, people. You could get goats, you can get ducks, you can get chickens. Less than $100. All this edible food, right? Although I prefer and encourage you all to eat as much fruits and vegetables as possible, but I ain't mad at you if you still eat your chicken. Let's see, water lettuce. If you had a pond, you could put those in there. Put you some koi fish underneath it. Probably will go work well in aquaponics setup. Rabbits, $80. Don't, you may have a kid that wants a dog or a cat, they can't commit to it. Maybe you may want to look at some rabbits, but be careful. Rabbits, they breed very quickly. They produce lots of babies. That's why the symbol for Easter is the Easter bunny, right? Because Easter happens during the spring equinox, which is the beginning with the ancients. in Africa believe was the beginning of their new year. They celebrated the new year along with the spring equinox. And one of the ways that they told their stories was through animals and zoomorphic pictures. So they selected the rabbit because the rabbit procreated. It was representing new birth. So that's why you see the Easter bunny associated with, that's why you see the bunny associated with Easter. That comes from Africa. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. Horse training, baby male goat. Come on, man. Come on, just take my $150. Why wouldn't you take this thing home? That baby male goat. I don't know what I would do with a goat, but come on. I'm sure they're nice. You know, I'm sure they're nice. Okay, let's see. Custom raised garden beds. For those who interested in growing things on the ground, here's someone that's making custom L-shaped raised garden beds. Looks like it comes with the bricks, the cedar boards, the soil, and lemon, basil, mint. If interested, I would recommend you do not plant basil or mint in this type of setup. Basil and mint are evasive. They will take over your land. If you want to grow that, grow it in a pot and grow it on cement or grow it on a porch or something like that, so that when it starts to seed, those seeds don't fall onto the ground, because it'll take over your backyard. Easy peasy. Stock tank for those who want to catch water. This may be a solution for you. Rams. Damn, I didn't know they had rams out here in Tucson. You can get you a ram, $400. Who doesn't want a ram for $400? Look at that. You could start a whole farm in Tucson for probably less than $1,000. Coral fountains. Someone selling orange and apple mint. $5. Actually, I know this guy. I bought what did I buy? An agave stalk. For those who are familiar with the agave stalks, the agave plant, it sends out a stalk, and this stalk can be 25, 30 feet in the air, and it takes on this bonsai shape. If you go to my Instagram page, the Black Bonsai Guy, I have a picture of it up there. And this guy, Adam, he sold me an agave stalk that he cut down. I guess he was found a tree or had a tree on his land, and he cut it down, and I keep it in my living room. And if I had to pick one thing that I had to look at every day from the garden, it would be a fresh agave stalk that is in bloom. You cannot beat it. You really can't. Okay, so we're getting close. I'm going to go ahead and do 5 more. Longevity spinach. Same guy, Adam. You know, get your slips here. If you want to start a fall garden, you can go to him, and you can take that slip, put it right in the ground. Take that slip, put it right into a pot, or you could put it into one of those above ground planters that we looked at, and you will have some spinach. Let's see. Someone has peppers. Add them again. These are sweet, spicy, and they're red pepper with a fiery kick. I typically do not grow this type of things. I'm more into fruit trees and bonsai. And the reason why is because if I wanted that stuff, I would go buy it from a farmer's market, or I just buy it from restaurants that buy from farmer markets. And, you know, that's how I kind of keep the money in the community. There's only so much stuff that you can grow and manage without going crazy. You know what I mean? Okay, so I did 3, so this will be 4. Here's a barrel cactus, $20. You can't beat that price. These things go for $200-300 once they get big. Let me zoom in because I recognize I have some subscribers who do not live in Tucson, Arizona, and they might not have the chance to see this stuff. These are barrel cactuses. I have one in my backyard, and what they do is they'll fall over and then they'll start to grow in a cluster, and they flower, and I believe they produce a fruit that's edible. Let me just show you guys something. I got one more thing that I want to show you that we'll look at, but these are chimneys that this guy in Rico, I think that's how you pronounce it, Arizona, he makes these from hand. And when I get my next house, I'm definitely going to buy one. I just think they're futuristic. They got that modern look to them. And they dope. Okay, whoop. Lost my my screen here. Let me go back. I hit back too many times. You just scroll down. Hopefully we can get back to where we were. Yeah, so let me just show you a couple of more pictures. See that? I think that's futuristic to me. You know, you put that in the back by the pool, get you maybe 2 or 3 of these, and I think he sells them relatively cheap, $3.75. Man, you can't beat that. And that's made out of steel. And I like the rusted look. But he also does them in this almost like a grinded silver. I'm definitely going to get one of those. Or 2 or 3. Who knows? All right, let's look at one more. 1 gallon blood flower milkweed. I've been hearing a lot of things about milkweed. I'm in the bugs group on Facebook, Black Urban Gardener Society, and people post about milkweed quite a bunch in there. And as you can see right here, they talk about you know, being attractive for butterflies and monarch caterpillars. You know, that's great to attract caterpillars and butterflies to your garden. But be careful with caterpillars because they can eat your vegetation. And not monarch caterpillars, but there are some caterpillars where if you miss a day in your garden, you'll come out there, you know, 2 days later and you'll have 70, 80 caterpillars eating your vegetation. I see it happen all the time. So, you know, just keep things in balance. If you're looking for a natural pesticide for caterpillars, you need to try BT. I also have a post on that. I think I did a video on BT. Yeah, just go to my page and look up Help Something's Eating My Plant. I did a whole video on using BT to kill caterpillars. The last thing here is a 5-gallon hop seed bush. It's an evergreen shrub that can grow 10 feet high, and it can be pruned. Probably could bonsai this if you wanted to. Yep. So Adam is the guy. This is Adam again. He got all that work. So hit him up if you're interested. I'll stop there for today. I think this video was long enough. thank you all for echinacea. Echinacea. Now I'm gonna go get one of these. For those who don't know about echinacea, it's one of those miracle plants. Before you had, Robitussin and Theraflu and all this stuff, echinacea was that thing for everybody. Good for the immune system. You can make tincture out of this and put a couple drops under your tongue, and you'll be good to go. So yeah, that's all for today. It's the Black Bonsai Guy. I am out.